Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the Aaron Davies YouTube channel and what is going to be one of the biggest episodes in the Wigan Athletic Career Mode series so far. We're indeed at the very final last draw here in Season 5 and it's going to be huge. We are still in a chance of making the top 10 in the league, which is a big aim for us, and we are still in the FA Cup. In fact, we are in the semi-finals of the FA Cup and we are playing Chelsea away. That is going to be a very big game. Obviously we made the FA Cup final last year and we lost to Spurs, unfortunately. Let's go and see if we can get there again. As for the fixtures that we have left, we have Manchester United, then Brentford, the big game up against Chelsea, Brighton, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, Arsenal and Fulham, and then we should have the FA Cup final after that, unless they do it just before the end of the season, but I'm pretty certain it's after. So quite some hard games coming up in the league, and potentially we could be lifting the trophy in today's video. Just a little bit of a hint at sort of what can happen in today's episode. We can potentially go into that top 10. As you can see, we are, 9 points off of Newcastle at the minute. So it's looking like a mid-table finish realistically. But if we can pick up some good results, especially we've got Fulham and Brentford and Brighton, we've got some teams above us, and Aston Villa, Arsenal, Palace, we've got all these teams above us. So there's a big chance we can try and overturn some things here. It's not been the best season. There's also still a chance of being relegated, but let's just not focus on that and focus more on picking up the points to go up in the league. But yeah, there's still a chance we can get relegated. It is absolutely all up for grabs. Let's go and see what we can do. First game of this Season 5 finale then is not going to go in our favour at all. We're doing so well to hang on up against Manchester United, but they've got a Pender up top. He would never go to United in real life, let's be honest, but yeah, he's done amazingly there from that angle and everything. Manchester United are going to nick it in the 70th minute. We had so many good opportunities in this game and just could not finish them. Devines actually smashed the crossbar in this game just before this goal. And yeah, we ended up just absolutely fucking it at the end. Some disappointing performances all around the board there. Defensively, we weren't actually too bad either. We weren't that terrible. Harrison Armstrong broke his toe in that game. He's out for 3 months. I believe that's the second time that's happened to Armstrong now in this career mode. We're going to try and get a bit of a tad bit of revenge after that game. We're up against Brentford in the next one. Alfie Devine, who has been our player of this season, is going to end up putting us 1-0 up. This guy is absolutely incredible. I believe he's in double digits for the season now in each goals and assists in all competitions. This guy's just absolutely bizarre. He's insane. I think he's in like the top 5 goal scorers as well in the league. He's going to go ahead and do this for his second. What a hit, son. Don't mind if I do. He just said, you know what, I'm going to twat this. And he has. Alfie Devine with his weaker foot as well. His left foot has just buried that. And we've got so many contenders for goal of the season in this career mode. Season 5 already, but that one might actually just stand out and do it. I know Woodhouse scored an absolute banger in the previous episode, but that was just absolutely ridiculous. Devine with a brace takes us across the line up against Brentford, which is amazing stuff. And now on to what is basically our biggest game of the season so far. We're at Wembley again. We have met Wembley again for the second season running. It's the semi-finals of the FA Cup. The other semis is Manchester United, Palace. We're up against Chelsea. I'm going to get off to an early start. It's Devine again with an absolute firecracker into the top right corner there. 11 minutes into the game, I just thought, you know what, we're going to absolutely stampede Chelsea here. We've had a very bad history against Chelsea in this career mode. We usually get absolutely hammered. I think the previous result was 5-0. It was either 4 or 5-0 in the league. So Chelsea usually have their way against us, but we were not giving up. Either way, 5 minutes after we scored, look at this. Awful defending yet again from the lads at the back. I don't know what's going on with them, but it's Darwin Núñez, somehow, Chelsea's forward, who makes it 1-1. I was absolutely gutted here. 92 minutes into the game, Darwin Núñez has just won it for them. He's literally just won it for them. But he's offside. I couldn't believe it. I was heartbroken when it went in. But luckily enough, he was offside. late on, 3 minutes to go in extra time. We're going to go to a penalty shootout. Kumas into the box. It's Kyle Joseph off the bench to win us the game in the 118th minute against Chelsea for the first time this season. And we are going to Wembley again. We're saying Wembley again, and we're going to the FA Cup final again. 2 seasons in a row we have now made it to the FA Cup final. Let's just hope we're playing Crystal Palace. Let's just hope we are. Kumas, what a ball in. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's picturesque stuff. It's Kyle Joseph, the absolute hero off the bench. He's been one of the best players in this career mode so far. And he's went ahead and done that. What a baller. He sends us through to the final. 2 seasons in a row, like I said. What an amazing feeling to finally beat this Chelsea side as well. We'll finally took them down. It's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. The lads played their heart out at Wembley yet again. Look at this. Devine, back-to-back player of the match. You got Diane Kumas with 2 assists in there as well. Amazing players. Alright, we are already doing some business, which is going to obviously carry on into Season 6, but Ryan Mannons grew a bit uncanny about his position in the team, and he's not been here long at all. He has signed a 4-year contract as well with I was expecting Ryan Mannon to be here pretty much until he retires, but he's just not happy with his positioning in the team. It's probably with Robinson coming in on loan in January, so we've accepted a deal to Rangers. We've got 1.5 million plus Clinton Nisiala, I think that's how you say him, a 25-year-old centre-back who's only 70 overall, but I feel like we can work on that. It adds a bit of depth, and obviously with players like Seko and Sibic getting on with age now, they're in the 30s, I feel like this guy could be pretty crucial in the coming seasons. Okay, after that astonishing win against Chelsea, we ended up losing to Brighton 3-1, then a 4-2 loss to Villa. Just completely lost it in the end after going to 2-2. We have Crystal Palace up next, and it's Manchester United in the FA Cup final. They beat Crystal Palace 2-0 in the semis. So we meet again, Manchester United. We've met these so many times. I think I played them like 5 times this season at this point. So we've got to get past Crystal Palace first. Probably going to play a bit of a rotated side there to keep everybody ready for the cup final. 2 years in a row we've made it. Let's hope this time we've got a bit of luck behind it. And then the last 2 games of the season are Arsenal and Fulham. Fulham at home, a nice way to close things off. Devastating news from one of the games as well, where Edward Woodhouse has indeed picked up a dislocated shoulder, which is him just done for the season now. Good news though, he will be back obviously for the start of Season 6, but that is not good for his growth, especially in his young career. What a season he's had so far. It's just a shame he couldn't end it with us. Now, this game up against Crystal Palace is to basically confirm survival in the Premier League. If we win this, we should just get enough points to keep ourselves afloat. And let's go ahead and do that. And Ndiaye is going to score an early hat-trick up against Palace in the first half. And Ndiaye has been an incredible pickup, by the way. For the price that we paid for him, I think it was absolutely worth it. I was going to start him out as a winger in the team on the left-hand side, but obviously we will then sign Barnes. But Ndiaye, what a forward he's been for. Look at that, man. He's winning the ball and everything. It's beautiful stuff. You're 47 minutes in. He's got himself a first half hat-trick. He now has 21 goals, if you include that one there, in only 27 games in the league. Obviously, Kyle Joseph played a lot of the first half of the season, with Ndiaye having injury problems and just rotational problems in general with the team, but he's going to head and score 4. What a finish that is into the top corner. Bearing in mind, Palace are a European side now. They're 6th in the league, and we've just took them by storm at Selhurst Park. This pretty much guarantees that we are staying up in the Premier League this season. We are not done there though. 86 minutes in, it's Kyle Joseph who comes off the bench. What a rotation we've got as for our strikers, Kyle Joseph and Ndiaye. You couldn't ask for a better partnership, really. It'll be interesting to play them both up top one game, just to try and see how that works. 3 assists from Kumas as well. He's been amazing second half of the season. He had a very rough start in a Wigan shirt, though, I will say. We are then the biggest game of this season. We have successfully survived the Premier League now, and I think this is one thing just to top off this season. I think we need this for a bit of a morale boost. this is must needed. But here we are up against Manchester United again this season. I played them too many times. At Wembley, FA Cup final. We're here against Spurs last time out and lost 2-0. We did not even score against Spurs. I'm absolutely begging for this. I'm begging. This would be our first sort of very big trophy. Obviously, we won the playoff trophy down in the Championship, and we won League One, I believe. So that's sort of the furthest we've went trophy-wise, and this would just be, I think, absolutely massive to top things off. It also gives us a chance to make Europa League football next season, which for us coming, depending on the last 2 games, but very close to the drop zone, is very good. And the team, I feel like, what I've got set out and what we could change next season, we could give the Europa League a very good go. I generally believe we could. It's actually quite a shock of how badly we've done this season, and part of that could be down to the goalkeeping. You've got to think, though, Palmer's still kept quite a few clean sheets in all competitions this season, so it is difficult to know where we've went wrong. But this is the lineup I'm going out with. Keanu Dyer is onto the bench, just stamina reasons. His stamina is quite low. So I've put Gelhardt in attack midfield just behind Ndiaye, and then Devine drops down just alongside Cajuste in the midfield there. Devine is the skipper for this game. Devine will be the one lifting the trophy, and I believe, unless I bring the right man in next season, that Devine will stay as the captain of the team. He's had an absolutely insane season. One of the best players in the Premier League, considering how bad the team has been overall. But let's get it. The referee's Anthony Taylor, so a lot of things may go against us here, but it's going to be a big game. There's the trophy. This is football heritage, this. It is football heritage. And look at that, we've got an Anthony Robinson tifo up there. This will be his last 3 games. Obviously, we've got this, Fulham, then Arsenal. These will be his last 3 games, unless we do sign him permanently next season, which we are debating whether to do that behind the scenes. I don't know whether to go ahead and do it or not. He is 31, he'll be 32 next season, so it's a bit of a difficult one to try and think about. But these are the roads that we've went across. We beat Ipswich 5-0, we beat Aston Villa 3-0, beat Chelsea 2-1, and now Manchester United. 4 goals in his previous game, and Jai was in brilliant form. Absolutely brilliant form against Palace. And this is going to be I just can't I can't say how big this is. The fact that, you know, we've gotten here now 2 seasons in a row. It's very rare you have a team that do that. It's very rare that you have that. And if they do make it 2 in a row, surely you're at least going to win one of them. Or a lot of the time it's the previous winners that go ahead and make it 2 in a row. You very rarely get the losing side from the season prior to it make the final again the season after. And all the fans will be wanting it. All the fans will be wanting it. And I know there'll be Wigan fans watching this most likely. And they will also be wanting this. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. I can't wait to see the United squad. There's the bench, by the way. It's a strong bench. It's a very strong bench. You've got a backup in every single place that you need, really. Obviously, Ascod's still here. As of recording this, Ascod's actually been sold. It's a good. They've got a very strong defence. They've got a very strong defence. Joe Bellingham in there as well. That's an interesting story for this. Rashford on the bench. Okay. We've got Joe Hugel, former Wigan player. He's still at United. Yeah, we'll go then. This is it. Manchester United at Wembley. They've been here and done this before, many a times. I don't know exactly how many times they've won it, but they've probably won it. They're up there with some of the biggest winners, like the Arsenals, Manchester City as well. They'll be up there in the numbers, in the ranks. So this is big. Wigan, I don't know if they've previously won one before 2013, but the last one I remember was 2013 against Manchester City. Can we do it against the Manchester Reds now? That'll be an interesting one. We've done it against the blue side. Can we do it against the red side? Openda up top worries me. He really does. Here we go. Enjoy it. Big chance for him now. This is a big start. The finesse shot usually works with him, but that's off. I'm going to need him to really pull his fingers out of his arse in this game. He's been incredible all season round. What a pick-up Ndiaye has been, to be honest, in this team. He's been such an incredible player since he's joined me. And he's happy here, which is good. Usually these bigger name players, or They get really unhappy for some reason. Probably with the team doing so bad, but I think, oh my god, what a run. I think Njai is here for the foreseen future. I think he's very happy with his current situation at the team. Can they get anything going? That's a great ball in. A Pender! I thought it was going to dip. I'm not going to lie, the camera angle made it look like that was going to be going in. It really did. We're a bit skew with, is the describing word at the back. We're a bit all over the place. Patterson's kept that. Gelhart, no, you're not running over there. You meant to run up the pitch. It's going to be hard to get past Alphonso Davies. Definitely. Gelhart lays it off. He has Patterson. He's gotten past Davies, yeah. Patterson drives it in. And Jaye. Divine, why is he headering it? We know how good you are with volleys, Divine. You score some absolute screamers. We know how good you can be. You can definitely do better there. Get that over Robinson. That's a brilliant ball, by the way. Gelhart nearly got his head onto that. Joe Bellingham, I wonder what rating he is now. Being at United, I've got a feeling he could be pretty high now. Like, late 70s, maybe he's even early 80s now. I don't know what his potential's like. If he's anything like his brother, though, but no, it's going to be good. That's a very nice pass there. Here's Robinson. His first few touches of the ball here. Robinson, brilliant delivery. He's got so many assists in real life. We know what he can do in real life. We know what he should be capable of in the game. Is he going to do it? I don't know. Here's Costas. He's a bit all over the place. Yeah, defensively very shaky. I feel like up top, though, we're actually looking pretty solid. Here's Harvey Barnes on a good little run. You got, he's come in and just shoved them off the ball. Kalulu's a brilliant centre-back as well for United to pick up there. We've still got Harry Maguire, though. You know, nearly 6 years into the future, they still have Harry Maguire and Marcus Rashford, which is a mental one to think about. Here's Robinson. Oh my god, what is that? There's no... Oh, okay, I thought I was going to actually find the man there. That is a very awkward ball from Anthony Robinson, I'm not going to lie. Davies hides it back out, though. We've got a chance here late on in the first. Here's... Okay. We'll have the corner then. We'll absolutely have the corner. I'm going to go short. It's very rare you actually score from corners. That's going to bring Davies out. Harvey Barnes is going to take it in a stride. That's not a bad ball. It's Kajuste. What a save. Onana with the save. Davies thingies it out for a corner again. I might just go short again. That might be the way we work around this. Is Davies going to come out this time? He does. Barnes with some brilliant skill there. Barnes, that was meant for the edge of the box. It comes out to Robinson. It's straight at the keeper again. He's going to give another corner. The ref's been very lenient with the time here. I'm just going to hide this one in. He's going to go with the whistle if we don't score here. It's not a bad ball in. Is he going to blow the whistle straight away? And we nearly had another chance there. We're knocking on the door. We have had, in that first half, for like the first time this season, not even joking, 69% worth of the ball. And we just could not find the back of the net with it. We had so many chances there with all them corners. And the left off balls from the corners, like the rebounds. He has Gelhart. Alphonso Davies is a problem there at the back. He's still really fast. His pace just doesn't go down. When his age goes up, his pace seems to be going up. Love that from Costas. Costas has been an interesting player. I think at the start of the season, you know, it's the start of his Wigan career, he was very rough. But he's really turned things around towards the end of this season. Yeah, yes, Kumas, he's got every fucking player in the world around him by the looks of it. Can we get anything going on this attack? Here's Robinson again. Look at the space we've got in the midfield here. Here's Divine. And have to have a bit of a run in here from Kumas. Here's Gelhart now. He's up against Alphonso Davies again. Gelhart dinks it at the back stick. Are we going to get there before the keeper? No way or not. We do have Keanu Dyer on the bench, who I'm debating whether to bring on right now. We're hit the hour mark. United haven't really had anything. I'm not like too sceptical. Unless they start really breaking down the defence, then like this here, a Pender. That's not a bad ball. Joe Bellingham, Costas, a brilliant foot in there, and he has Gelhart now working at them on the attack. Gelhart's going to have the runner. He has Kumas. He's been great in his past few games. He's gotten past Davies here. He's gotten past Davies. Could you stay? I feel like I've wasted a chance there. That's a nice ball back to Gelhart here on the wing. Okay, we can make the sub. I feel like we can make the sub here. We're going to go Divine up into attack midfield. Keanu Dyer's coming on. Look at the stamina. And Jaye looking rough there. He could have to come off here for Kyle Thomas. It would be some story if Kyle Thomas got us the winner. As Njaya can't be offside from a corner. Kajuste to the back stick. Robinson across the box. And that's not going to get past Ugarte. It really should have. I feel like that header really should have. He has a pender. And this is going to be the lucky break that they get. Love that from Costas. He's been incredible. Devine slips it through. Njaya. What a chance this is. It's Iliman Njaya. Oh, it's wide. I mean, potential call for a penalty there. I'm not even going to lie. Potential call for a penalty. We've got Vito Rogue coming in for a pender. I don't know whether I like that or not. I don't know which one's going to be the better player. I know Rogue is like one of the fastest players in the game, which concerns me. He's got like 97 sprint speed. The pender's not exactly slow as well, though. Here we go. Dyer. Get that off. That's Kumas out wide again. Dyer again. I just need to get something going here. Oh, Barnes, you've run offside. Robinson to Devine here, who's out wide. Devine trying to play it into the box. We're not going to get anything there. Robinson trying to win it back. It's a little bit of a scuffle here on the left-hand side. I have to just go in with Dyer there. I've missed the player completely. Chance for Manchester United late on. It's a big chance. If we can't do anything about it, and we can't, he has Vito Rogue. Lovely from Costas again. He's been our best player by the seams of it. He's been my best player. He has Kajuste now. There's a chance here. There's a chance later on. There's a minute added on. Kajuste is going all the way. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. Kajuste. That's in. To the box. Dyer. No. Kumas is nowhere near it. And it's going to extra time. Just like it did in the semis. Ramola and Kyle Joseph come on, and Njaya was literally near death. He's going to be a huge miss here. He's not injured, he's just, I mean, he was practically on his deathbed. He could not run any longer. He has Barnes with a great run. Joseph's in the middle. I'm not going to be able to get that to him unless he cuts back. Joseph's there, side net, and he's probably offside there anyway. We've got a corner. He's not even offside. We do have a corner here. Let's play that at Devine. He has Devine. There's plenty of opportunity here, Devine. It opens up for him. What a save. Joseph can't get there on the follow-up. What a chance that is. What a fucking chance that is. I don't know if I'd class that as a wasted opportunity. I feel like Joseph should have been there for the spill from Onana. He has Patterson. He's going to make a run in. Devine's going to try and hit that from distance. Yusego's took him out. He has Garnacho now. Lovely challenge there from Kajuste, just laying it onto him. That's going to be him in the Buchan. It might not matter though. It might not matter. As we're now in the second half of extra time now. Don't let it go to penalties. We've already lost to United on penalties before. We've already lost to them. I think it was in the Carabao Cup. So I do not want that again. Barnes into Joseph. There's Joseph. Joseph out wide to Kumas. Could be a bit of a chance here. Can I have any player coming short, please? Patterson, the touch was awful. And there's the first half of extra time. Most likely my last substitution of the match. Ricky J. Jones has come in for the first time in such a long time for Kumas, just to try and get something at the end here. He's got 90 pace, and that's all I can think about, just outpacing somebody. Maybe he would have been a better matchup against Davies in the first place. We will find that out now though, whether he's going to do the job. Could cost us fucking a trophy if he hadn't done well there. He has Dyer. He's going to tell Kajuste to make a run. Kajuste can play it into Barnes. Something's opening up here. Barnes. This is an incredible run from Barnes. He's went down. We're going to get a free kick here. Potentially, could we get... Is he sent off? No, just a yellow. Let's hope Barnes isn't injured, though. Let's just hope he isn't injured. And he is, yes. Barnes is injured because of that. Brilliant. That is a terrible angle to shoot from. It might be the only way we'll actually get something from this, though. It might be the only way. We're going to attempt it. Barnes. I don't know if there's enough power on it. Barnes. Oh my god, it's nearly went in. I tell you what, if he had scored that, that is something fucking special. It's nearly went in. Onana nearly bloody fumbled it there at the near post. We just need to hold on now, because I think United are bloody plotting something. Vitor, he's going to play that out wide. They're playing it back on the inside. He has Vitor again. Someone get a foot. Now Ramola's got his foot in there. Kajuste. It's down the wing again to Devine. Devine's going to need a bit of help here, I think. Devine to Adaramola. It's Adaramola! Big save! Adaramola! Big stop! I don't even know if the keeper touched that. It's an amazing stop. And this is the last chance of the game. Last chance of the game. Right here, right now. 123 minutes of football. Here's Devine. Devine goes for it. That's probably wasted. Barnes. It's... Patterson, why's the touch there? It's penalties. It is penalties. Why did he take a touch? They despise penalties. I cannot stand penalties. I just can't stand it. And they, of course, have much better penalty takers than us. We do not have a single good penalty taker on this pitch right now. We don't really have a good one in the team, I'm not gonna lie. I think Njaya usually takes them, but even him, he's got like 65 penalty rating. They do have Onana in there, of course, as well. This is going to take an absolute miracle to do this. It's Ricky J. Jones up first, who statistically on the pitch is our best penalty taker. He's took it well. He's took it well. Onana couldn't stop that one. Vito Rogue now for United. It's Alex Palmer save. Okay, let's calm things. Keanu Dyer now. Dyer, he buries it into the bottom right. That's 2-0. Can Palmer save another one? He saves another one! He might be a penalty shootout hero. Devine. The skipper. He scores it! We're 3-0 up. They've got to score from now on, United. They cannot miss. Bellingham! It's saved again! I cannot fucking believe what we have just witnessed. I can't believe it. I'm actually losing my shit as we speak. I cannot believe what we have just witnessed in this career mode. That is the biggest moment. Even getting promoted twice does not live up to this. Alex Palmer has just saved 3 penalties in a row in a penalty shootout in the FA Cup final. I cannot process what we have just witnessed there. Holy shit. Wigan Athletic, there you go. It's took us 5 seasons to deliver, but there's your first major trophy. In however many years it may be. I think it's... Well, we're talking 5 years from now. I mean, you're looking at about 16 years, I think it is. About 16 years. Don't say that. Oh, God, I was going to say that better not be the view of the trophy lift. What an astonishing achievement. Considering how poor we've been in the league, this is an amazing feeling. Absolutely amazing. It should be Palmer who lifts this, but there it is. Alfie Devine, the Spurs youngster who we had here on loan and ended up signing him permanently. And he's been absolutely incredible, he has. Absolutely amazing. Alex Palmer, the FA Cup hero. We somehow couldn't score in open play. It took us to penalties to go ahead and win it, but look at what that means to the fans in the stands. You've got Devine who's lifting the trophy there. What a picture that is right there. The number 6 lifting the trophy. What a team we've built. They've really fought hard for this, and it was controversial bringing in Alex Palmer in net, but no matter how badly he's done in the league this year, I think we've really got to give him a round of applause and a congratulations for how hard he's helped us in other competitions, such like the FA Cup. But that is such an amazing achievement, man. That feels good. That feels really good to be able to do this. The league set us out to win, to get into a Europa League spot this season, and well, I can basically show you that I've technically done that. Not through the league, but indeed through the FA Cup. The match facts don't lie. We were the better team. The much better team. United had 1 attempt in the entire game. The 125 minutes that were played, they had 1 attempt and 38% of the ball. And it's cost us, who gets man of the match. Rightfully so. This guy has just showed his true potential in this game. No matter how poor he may have been elsewhere, he shows true potential in this game just there. Palmer's done an amazing job stopping the only shot from United and then stopping 3 penalties in a row. You cannot make that up. You cannot make it up. And I decided just to go ahead and simulate the remainder of the season after that amazing FA Cup win and victory. We lost 2-1 to Arsenal, got a 1-1 draw against Fulham, which in the league, it obviously looks like a very disappointing ending to the season there. We have ended just 2 places above the drop zone, but 9 points in total in at 16th. It's definitely our worst season since coming back up to the very top league in English football. But what is a massive positive is look at the goals scored. We have our striking force ready. We just need, I would say, a better goalkeeper, potentially some better defenders to come into this team. If we can get Anton Robinson on a permanent deal next season, if we can try and get someone like Reece James back at Wigan, that automatically makes that defence so much stronger with Edwards and Costas in there. If you get a new goalkeeper in, we can definitely avoid conceding the joint most in the league next season. But we've ended with 11 wins, 7 draws, 20 losses, which is very heavy. That is massively heavy. Some of the wins have been absolutely incredible. We've had some brilliant games. So going down this season to Luton, Leicester, Burnley, and then that is how the top of the league is looking. City win the league just by 2 points there. It's then Liverpool, United, Chelsea. You've got Arsenal, Palace, Spurs making European football. Although I don't know what happens with us winning the FA Cup. Do we get an extra spot as an English team in the Europa League, or do we miss out? I'm not too sure how it works, but we will see next season. I also just want to go over the board objectives. We have basically completed every one. This is like incredible. You very rarely get to do this. But they set out finish in Europa League spot, which is the only one I've missed out on. Reached the round of 16 in the FA Cup, which we won. Signed 1 player in your youth academy assigned to the defender position. Signed 2 players younger than 20 with the greater potential of the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. Signed 2 North American born players. That was mainly done in January with them free agents joining us. And then reduced player wages by 64k a week. We've completed that. So we've done pretty much everything the board put out for us. They did say finish in the Europa League spot. I've technically done that. The game just isn't smart enough to realise it, sadly. We've also, for like the first time ever, finished the season with an actual decent bit of profit. We've actually done it. I cannot believe it. I finished the season with 17 million left over. I don't believe it. It was the highest shirt sales, Devine and Jaya and Barnes. I'm quite surprised about Barnes. I mean, I know I brought him in. It's a massive signing, to be fair, from Newcastle, but I brought him in definitely not thinking he would probably be one of the main players in the team, you know. If we have a look at the career as a whole, there you go. Our first domestic cup has been won. Incredible stuff. We've played 254 games. We've won 123, drew 45, only lost 86, scored 476 goals. We've had some really good players to be able to go and score them goals for us. Honestly. Oh, and just to top it off, I didn't even witness that. Just to top things off, Iliman Ndiaye wins the Premier League Golden Boot, only appearing 29 times, and he's done that. Do you know how mental that is? Considering he's played every single game, I'm really proud of Ndiaye there. I'm really, really proud of him. Let's go down the list. That Da Costa, he'll be the death of me, that player. We've had some bad run-ins with him. Is there any other? There we go, Alfie Devine with 12 as well. Newcastle are doing insanely good. Let's have a look at assists then. Yeah, I need to start looking at these players to see what we can bring in. Devine's got 10 assists. Pretty expected with him. He's an amazing player, isn't he? And then no other players. Clean sheets. Alex Palmer is up there. He's come joint second with Edison. 8 clean sheets in 33. I think just a lot of it's when we played Liverpool and Chelsea in the league, they just hammered us like 5 and 6-0. And that's probably where the majority of them 71 goals conceded are coming from. As of red cards, you've got Dyer, Silko, Thomas. Yeah, well, we do love a good old Brexit challenge. Could you stay, Gellhart, bloody hell, Alfie Devine as well. We do love some Brexit challenges. Yellow cards, I think Kajuste is probably up here as well. He's quite a dirty player in the midfield. He's not, actually. I'm kind of proud of him for that. The very last thing to do this season is just go ahead and look at the player stats. So Alex Palmer played 41 games, got 12 clean sheets there, 8 of them in the league. And I did tell you, he was such a key player in the FA Cup. He got 4 clean sheets in the FA Cup. Honestly, amazing stuff. I don't think he's going to be the number 1 next year, but you've got to give a bit of sort of, like a bit of a pat on the back. It was very controversial bringing him in as the replacement for Tickle. But that should be no more next season. Ryan Manning was just an interesting one, I think. To be honest, I'm not quite sure why I brought him into this team. He is leaving now, of course, and we're getting that centre-back in return. I just can't wrap my head around why I've brought him in. Especially, I mean, I could have just used Thompson back as a backup player to add Ramola. And then obviously we got Robinson in January, so... I'm not quite sure why I've got so many left backs, I'm not going to lie. As for the centre backs, it's pretty evenly spread. Obviously, Ronnie Edwards and Costas being the main ones, but Civic still played 23 times. Seko, who's definitely on his way out, I think, in this team, played 17 times there. You've then got some of the youth players who are out on loan. Stephen Sesnion, another player who has been here for absolutely ages now at Wigan, but I think his career at Wigan's come to an end. Nathan Patterson, the main right back in the team, does say he's got the captain armband there. It is usually divine when we're playing. I don't know what's going to be happening with Patterson next year. I do think it's a position we can upgrade to help us defensively, especially. And like I said, I think Reece James could be on the radar. Could you stay? Can I just say, absolutely incredible. What a player. It doesn't look like much. 1 goal, 3 assists. That's not really what he's here for. It's just his ability to, I don't know, bring the ball up, play the ball, just basically manage the midfield. He's an incredible player. He is getting on, but we might get another season out at Cajuste. Keanu Dyer, it's one of his worst seasons. Also had quite a few injury problems later on, but he's still only 22 years old. We've got a brilliant player there. Harrison Armstrong had his best season so far, and one of the best seasons we've seen in this career mode. He was absolutely intense. That's the word I've got to describe him with. Intense. In this career mode. Some of the highlights, if you go through this season in episode 1 and 2, this guy was just incredible, taking them episodes by storm. He was. There's still got loads of youngsters in this team. Gelhardt didn't play as many games as I would have thought. He got 2 goals, 3 assists, which isn't bad. Asgard, who is obviously going to be leaving us next season for the realism. He has left in real life, and sadly we're going to have to let him go. It's a bit of a shame because he had quite a good beginning in this career. I remember the first few seasons. Then we had that season where we loaned him out for half a season. Then I got him out again, and it's just been hard for him to get back in this team with players like Gelhardt, and especially this guy right here, Alfie Devine, who is only 24 years old, 18 goals, 13 assists. That is absolutely incredible. What a player. Hobbs has done it amazingly in the not a lot of games he's played at Stoke. I don't think that classes the league games though, so he may have played in the league quite a bit, but he's looking very promising. We've got so many attack midfielders. Silko Thomas, yeah, again, only played half the season. I think with Silko, it's a bit of a shame because he is such a talented player. He just can't really get into this team. Harvey Barnes actually played just only 1 game more than Thomas, and a lot of that's down to injuries, and as you can see, he's injured again, which isn't brilliant. So Harvey Barnes, only been here for this season. We could be seeing him moved on, not going to lie. Lewis Kumas really struggled to get himself into this team because Rosga was the main starter until he just bloody turned on one and decided he wants to go to Valencia. So obviously we've already sold him. He's leaving us next season, but Kumas come in and replaced him in the second half of the season, and he's done a pretty good job there. He really has. This guy right here has something special. It's just a shame that his rating doesn't really bring the equivalent to the player that you get out of Woodhouse, but 7 goals, 4 assists, in 16 games, and 19 is pretty special. Kyle Joseph, yet again, another brilliant season. Actually played more games than Njaye. I was going to give a massive congratulations to these two up top. Kyle Joseph, incredible work there. I don't know how he's played more games than Njaye, but he has. Still a very good goal scoring season from him. He's such a consistent and reliable player. So I think the striking partnership might stay for another year. And Njaye definitely going to be the main man after winning the Golden Boot. You can't just get rid of him. That's something Manchester United would do, for fuck's sake. As for contracts, I'm not too sure that any contracts are running low. I don't really think, Armstrong's only got 1 year and a month, so he'll have to renew next season. Apart from that, we're not looking too rough. Obviously, Patson and Sessignon are most likely leaving anyways. Costas, I could extend him. We could give him an extension. Civic's still got 2 years left on his. Whether he's going to be leaving, I don't know. And then as for goalkeepers, we're definitely going to have to bring one in because Palmer and Tyra are only having another season here on their contracts. Watson's still got 2 years, so we're definitely going to have to bring in a goalkeeper. We'll have a look at some things overall then. 16th in the Premier League, the winner of the FA Cup, and round 4 in the Carabao Cup. We have never really had a good run in the Carabao Cup, and that could be something we want to focus on definitely going into next season. But there's a lot to think about. There is so much to go through. But I just want to say a massive appreciation that goes out to you lot who watch these videos. The Wigan Career Mode is one of the most viewed and most liked series that I've ever done on this channel. And I know I sound a bit sobby about that, but that generally does mean a lot. There is so much that goes into these videos and so much time and effort. I do just really appreciate it. And the next season's going to be huge. I just want to say a massive thank you to especially Hugh, who watches these videos. I know you're there. I don't know if you've watched it at the end, but I hope you have. You have massively helped boost this series. I mean, not even just this series, the channel alone. You've been an amazing viewer, and yeah, it's just incredible. It really is. Every time I look at my updated statistics on YouTube, to see this series doing so well is amazing, and to see so many people invested into it. And I get some DMs there and then asking, oh, when is the next episode and that, and that is really nice, knowing that people actually want to see this series go on. It is one of, like I said, the best series that I've ever done. Statistically, it's working out very well, and we're not even at the best part. We're just kind of slugging through at the minute. We're not even in the best seasons yet. Wait until we're playing in Europe. Wait until we potentially get a new stadium built. Wait until all the big signings happen, you know? We're not even there yet. The big stuff is yet to come. But yeah, that is going to end it for Season 5. I will see you most likely next week for the start of Season 6, because the start of Season 6 is going to be massive. The first episode is going to be huge. Loads of changes are going to be happening. Please leave some stuff in the comment section down below for me to read. Please leave some sign-in suggestions. Anything you guys have to say, please leave it in the comments, and I will take that into the start of Season 6 with me. But apart from that, I'll speak to all of you then. Goodbye.